Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Kol Halo, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Vadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Bayashat Dabadat, the house of David. I am Ayashatad with Men of Valor Las Vegas camp, all right, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, with a quick lesson, Abaratazai be edifying unto the body. All right. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the lesson. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 2, and it reads, For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, Slakia, and gross darkness the people. All right. So the darkness shall cover the earth, Salakia, and it's talking about how the wicked, all right, how the wickedness of the nations, all right, chiefly Esau, Edom, and the 2/3 of our own people, all right, are going to are going to do these abominable acts, but through the unrighteous decrees, all right, and the laws and everything that are set up, how wickedness is at an all-time high, all right, and that it continues to cover the people, all right, through the false doctrine, through Christianity, Buddhism, or just an abundance of abominable things, all right, all these false idols, and once again these unrighteous decrees, all right. So gross darkness the people, all right, and it's chiefly talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right, whose father's line goes back to the biblical Israelites, all right. So once again, I'm going to read that again. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, and verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. All right? So you're covered in gross darkness if you don't have the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. If you're not leaning upon the law, statutes, and commandments set forth for salvation unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Because this is the true name, it's the true name of who the world ignorantly calls God or Jehovah, which his name is Yahweh, and the son's name is Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Okay? But continuing on, this is the book of John, chapter 1, and verse 5, and it reads, And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehendeth it not. All right? So the light shineth in darkness, and you people can't comprehend it. What is the light? The light is the men out on the highways and byways prophesying and speaking and preaching to you. All right? Preaching to you that salvation is at hand, that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true children of Israel. All right, salvation belongs unto you if your father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, a so-called Latino, or a so-called Native American. All right, that if you be of the 1/3, all right, the elect, as the Bible speaks of, the 1/3 of the house of Israel, all right, that you can see salvation, all right, by returning unto the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, all right, paying attention to the times that are going and gone, understanding that, war is at hand, understanding that there is no way out of this current situation that this planet is in, and to be delivered in righteousness, but by the true name of Yahweh and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. All right, and to call on that name, in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and Bahashem is in the name of Yahweh Shai. All right, so I'm going to read that again. Salakia. Salakia, accidentally turned from it. Didn't mean to turn for it, but I'm right here. This is the book of John, chapter 1, and verse 5, and it reads, And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. All right, so the darkness comprehended not the light once again. And you can't comprehend because you're not paying attention. All right, you don't care. The only thing you Jakes care about is out here getting this bag, the sports world, what's going to happen on your job, do you have to take this icky Vicky or don't you? What are you worried about? All right. You so-called Christians have so much faith until it's the time where it's time to have the faith. All right. Until it's truly time to have faith, then you have no faith at all. All right. And that's because you believe on a false idol. All right. This is the book of Isaiah. Salakia. Chapter 59. I'm going to go to verse 9. And it reads, Therefore, in judgment, Salakia, therefore is judgment far from us, neither doeth justice overtake us. We wait for light, but behold, obscurity. For brightness, but we walk in darkness. All right? You so-called Christians that are so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, you are walking in complete darkness, all right? Because you do not believe and call on the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, all right? You have, and you know not his judgments. You don't care to seek out his judgments. Only thing you care for is the prosperity doctrine, all right? Whether you make God fit your life, you don't fit the life. You don't fit the life that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai would have you to live. He gives you clear instructions of how to live your life to the best of your ability. All right? You are not supposed to make God fit in your life. You are supposed to fit in the life that he wants you to live. All right? That's why there are commandments. All right? Verse 10, and it reads, We grope for the wall like the blind, and like blind, and we grope as if we had no eyes. Right? Because you grope if you have no eyes. You're caring not to look. You don't pay attention to anything to discern the times that you were in. That did not Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, all right, said, watch and pray. All right? You have to watch. He gave you signs to look for what's happening on the earth when he shall return. All right? And most of you aren't watching. All right? So you don't know when he's coming back. So he'll catch you unaware as a thief in the night. All right? Salakia. Matter of fact, let me continue that. And it reads, Salakia. We stumble at noonday as in the night. We are in desolate places as dead men. All right? And so you're in desolate places as dead men because you care not to understand the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai when he's coming back. All right? You care to follow these false teachers, these false prophets, all right, that read 4 to 5 books out of the scriptures and don't read in its entirety to give you the understanding, the wisdom, and the knowledge. All right? You are a flock led to slaughter. All right? Salakia. Salakia. Apologize. Salakia. I gotta blow my nose. Salakia. All right? So you are not watching for the times and the signs. All right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai said that he would come as a thief in the night. All right? And matter of fact, I'll go ahead and get that now. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians. And this is going to be chapter 5 and let's start at verse 1. And it reads, But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai so cometh as a thief in the night. All right? So we know the brothers that are out on the highways and byways teaching and preaching this doctrine, proclaiming the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We know and understand All right, that he is going to come as a thief in the night. All right, because he gave us signs and things to watch for. But you out there, you heathens out there, the 2/3 of our own nation, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that believe on these false doctrines, you have no idea when Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is coming back. All right, and if you do pay attention to the signs, you are believing that he's coming for everybody on a false doctrine. All right. Salaki, I got a couple more scripts and I'm going to go ahead and close out. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, and it's going to be verse 3. And it reads, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. All right? The Gentiles shall come to the light, and the kings, all right, of the to the brightness of thy rising. All right, and it's talking about as well as the Gentile foreigners. All right, the ones who are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, that don't know. All right, and haven't heard that they are the true children of Israel. The ones who be of the speckled bird or of confusion of face and look like the other nations. All right, but their lineage goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American on their father's side. All right, would be the true children of Israel. And watching and understanding the times, all right, and coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments in the best of your ability, you might see salvation. And then the glory of the 1/3 is to be with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, matter of fact, I'm going to go to book of Isaiah chapter 62 and read verse 1. And it reads, for Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and Jerusalem's sake will I not rest, until the righteousness therefore go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth. All right. Verse 2, and the Gentiles shall see the righteousness, and all kings the glory, and thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of Yahweh shall name. All right, so Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, all right, is going to give that new name. All right, the name of Israel. All right, Yasharallah, the Prince of the Power. All right, continuing on, verse 3, thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of Yahweh, and a royal deemed in the hand of thy power. All right, so Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai shall rejoice upon us. All right, rejoice that his nation is back and king back into order, and that the Gentiles will no longer be Gentiles. All right, that we will be one nation in his hand, calling upon him. All right, his people. All right, this is just meant to be a short lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying unto the body. I want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushai, B'Hashem, Rachak, Vadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening learning to the Bayah Shadabadat. To the next time, say Shalom, Wat Abba.